today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year, with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. To throw on second down. Cruz. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry now for Alexander Madison. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused. On a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the
over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Cruz. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Cruz. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Now Watson. Looking left side, he's got it complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Cruz now to throw on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Grenard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. It's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Cruz looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, it's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He finds his man complete. That's Reyes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So we reach halftime here with a visit. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third. Quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee. See as they get set to take the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Taylor, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a move. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Here's a give to Madison running right. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
On first down, Bacon. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for the Titans.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cruz. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's put him on the buses. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, watch his flag. Watch his flag.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start. Yeah,
I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And the Titans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
A pickup for 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that... One a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
Let's just break this down. Make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now Cruz throwing on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. Looking to throw. Cruz. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over here up near the 40. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw again. Open man, the tight end Henry. Touchdown! Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 36, Jones. Throw left side taken in by Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jones throw there, complete to Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They run with Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Bacon, open space inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people up.
And into the end. Zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, a lot of sometimes when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on second down. Back to throw. Jones. Rodgers brings it in. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Yeah, he's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. but he takes it up to the 40. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Bacon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 15. A little under 1:50 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Jones. That is caught by Rodgers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because Obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Cruz to throw on second down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Jones. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Jones. To Henry. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage. Before being taken down at midfield. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Tennessee, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.